I didn't know about the Congo.
I never heard about the Congo.
I haven't really thought about the Congo.
I didn't really know anything about the Congo.
I knew very, very little of the Congo. It just kind of shook me.
Latest project, Project Girl Congo, was our girls learning about the stories of girls in other countries who are either victims of violence against women and girls or the people that are advocating for them. And so they built a whole show around the stories of our young activists abroad in the Congo.
Truth is that 3,000 people died in the World Trade Center and 45,000 people are dying per month in the Congo. That's the reality. The reality is that so many women have been raped, over 250,000, that we've lost count.
A lot of people, I think, in America or in New York City kind of blind themselves from it because they don't want to think about that. They don't want to think about what's going on around the corner.
At this hospital, where Dr. Mukwege performs as many as 6 rape-related surgeries a day, injured women lie motionless in rows and rows of beds, colostomy bags hanging next to them because of all the internal damage. Few seem to be spared. Dr. Mukwege's oldest patient was 75, his youngest only 3 years of age.
We want to do what's not out there for women and give young women the opportunity to have roles and to experience what theater can do for society and you know, for their generation, as opposed to this celebrity culture and commercialism.
After a while of performing, I felt like I can't just be doing this for me. This being a performer and being on stage is more just about all the attention on you, and it has a bigger purpose. I at first thought, well, it's a great escape for people, but also I learned through Girl Power that, you know, it's also a great way to deliver a message.
We hear words, we hear ideas, we hear concepts differently. And also, art allows us to touch the soul.
I married a man of a different tribe. He had his way with me on the ground after dark. The government used me as a bribe. I was partnered to serve, not to have my own life.
We were working in relation with the UN, thanks to Jessica Morris. She was able to give the girls a bunch of different pieces. They were questionnaires that the Man Up campaign had asked some of their delegates and rape victims to fill out.
One day we were hearing something that the delegates from the Congo had wrote to us, and I just broke down and I was really crying.
I can't talk about rape without kind of having goosebumps. It's really it's sad. Because no one should have to go through that.
We were all having a really hard time writing it, and I put on tribal drums to try to get into some sense or try to imagine what it would look like or what the village would be like or what the people would say to each other, what people would be doing. In order to write a story like that, you can't just write a story about a woman that was gang raped. You have to really get into her soul, get into her shoes, and know what it's like to live there, know what the sun looks like when it rises, and it's really hard to get that atmosphere.
Power! Revenge! Fire! Violence looks like...
It's challenging to talk about the content of the play, like the horrible stuff that the girls in the Congo go through, like rape and abuse, and a lot of times we can't relate to that, so it's hard to talk about and it's hard to discuss with other people, but it's important.
We all have a story to tell. We were all affected by these stories of the Congo greatly. It definitely shaped how we viewed ourselves as women.
I am an invisible woman, a girl who tries to be seen but is only seen through, underestimated, overpowered.
The element of Project Congo that brings out, we're talking a lot about violence against women. It also has the girls talking about violence against women in their own community. So it's not just, well, look what goes on over there. It's look what's happening here too.
Them hips and thighs and lips and eyes belong to my friend. You're only supposed to take objects. Objects don't feel or heal or cry or breathe. She does that.
Project Girl is like human rights in the making every day, because a lot of these girls, even if they have rights, they don't always see themselves as having rights. They don't even see themselves as having a voice to speak. You know, they feel like they have to sound a certain way.
In America, a lot of us still, like, we're like, oh, we're there, we've got it. But when you really look at everything, we're not quite there yet.
Every day, learning about my skin color, and every day learning about people who are not believers. Inequality, self-respect, equal rights, and it's sad because some of these people aren't even white.
Working with Voices Without Borders, this Project Girl project, it's been very interesting for me because I had an opportunity to actually work in the Congo, in Kinshasa, when I did my artist residency there. And it's fascinating to watch the young women here as they try to drum up their stories, as they struggle to express what's on their hearts and their minds.
It's only 4 more blocks until you're home. What's that sound? I need to pick up my pace. 3 more blocks. What was that? Oh, why didn't Bobby just walk me home like he said he would? Why do I feel so cold and alone?
Story, how is this my story? How is this our story?
Camille, get ready.
How is this your story? How is this my story? How is this our story?
The emotional nakedness, I guess, the comfort of just really sharing how you feel and not feeling as if you're going to be judged.
In this process, in the collective, it's okay if it's not perfected. It's okay if we can play with it different ways. It's okay if you're feeling vulnerable. You know, just having that acceptance.
We help each other grow, and we help each other discover and learn, and if you're crying, like, someone will help you, or someone will comfort you.
Everything that's being done in the Congo is done in the dark, and if by telling people about it through art or whatever you do, it's shedding light on it, and that's the way that it'll soon stop.
Every week I'm putting up something that it informs the people who are in my Facebook friendship circle about the Congo. Every other day I tweet something about the Congo.
I recognize strength in the fact that I'm not running from it and I'm not scared of it, and people say that ignorance is bliss, and I'm proud of myself that I want to make a difference and make a change.
I'll definitely start talking about it, start bringing it up, trying to raise awareness, and keep writing about it, writing songs, writing monologues to get more people aware and involved.
I think it was a profound experience for all of them involved. I mean, they ended up coming out of the show and writing articles for their school newspapers and op-eds talking about what's going on in the Congo, and just really expressing interest now in you know, not only the Congo, but just what's going on, the status of women in countries around the world.